Hi friends, Bright Careers welcomes you to another brand new video. This is Yes Sudarshan, your career coach. Before we get on to this week's video, the customary thing, in case you have subscribed to my YouTube channel, thank you so much. And in case you haven't, do click on the subscription and bell button for instant notifications of parenting and career related videos on a regular basis. Moving on to this week's topic, we have different personalities that exist in this planet, right? Among human beings. One obviously is extrovert, the other one being introvert. These are very, very common. We do at large, at least to a large extent of parents who watch this, who follow this channel, understand what extrovert means or what introvert means. But then I quite often come across many parents and students saying that if you are an extrovert, you have a natural advantage. If you are introvert, you have a natural disadvantage, or introvert being a drawback or something like that. So I thought I should do a video particularly addressing this issue, and that made me come up with a topic called tailor-made careers for introverts. So if you are an introvert, this video is a must-watch for you. So what is an introvert? Technically, the dictionary book language says an introvert is quite often, an introvert refers to a personality who is, say, typically reserved or keeps to themselves, doesn't open up that easily, and remain quiet and calm. So that's the textbook dictionary definition of being an introvert. Now, introverts are comfortable interacting with people. It's not that introverts are not comfortable interacting with the people, but then they are confined to the people, to a restricted people, or to a limited people, or to the people whom they are, very, very comfortable with. But to those people, they are very, very confident in nature. So these are typical traits or characteristics of an introvert. Now, the obvious question is being an introvert a negative thing? My straight answer is a big no. Now, introverts cannot be negative because, while yes, they might struggle in socializing, they might struggle in networking, they might struggle in opening up, they usually are tend to be very, very reflective. They usually are tend to be very, very creative and also independent in nature. These are top traits someone can possess, and therefore it is a myth that being an introvert is negative. No, it is not. Right? So moving on, do introverts, the next question obviously that a parent or as a student, if you're an introvert, might have is, do an introvert, if I'm an introvert, do I have that in me to make it big in your career or life? Answer is absolute yes. Yes, you can still make in a world that celebrates, extroverts. Yes, the world celebrates extroverts. There is no doubt. There are provisions. There is a provision for introverts to exist or to coexist, right? So the world requires both extroverts and introverts. In short, if you ask me, like how men and women coexist in this planet, in this earth, extroverts and introverts have to coexist. And therefore, if you have any preconceived notion, any doubts as to if I'm an introvert, can I succeed? The answer is yes. Please remove this block. Now, moving on, we will see some of the careers, that are related to, if you're being an introvert. I'm sure these careers are thriving careers, and we'll see one by one. The first career that I thought, if you're a hardcore introvert, is in the areas of computer science. Yes, it's a thriving career, right? Computer science. So in the world of computer science, introverts can be a programmer, software developer, software designer, mobile app developer, etc. These are some portfolios that doesn't need to, interact a lot with people. Yes, limited people, but then you are given that independency, and therefore you can thrive in this. Not only these, but also in the areas of data science. That's an emerging career, right? The data science and data analysis, where it combines the mathematics and statistics knowledge, and you come up with analysis of data, which means any career related to computer science, data, mathematics, and statistics. If you're an introvert, straight away you can pursue these careers, right? So that's the first career option that I thought. The second career option, ideal career option for an introvert, is in the areas of creative writing and editing. Now, once again, it's natural that most of the introverts are, highly creative. We saw that in the introduction. They're highly creative, which means the creative flow will be very, very high, and they can definitely become, an author, a story writer. They can write poems, they can do blogs, etc. Not necessarily blogs, but then the blogs. So that is as far as the creative writing or content writing is concerned. You can also become an editor. So as editor, what you do, you edit what someone has done in the newspaper industry or in the internet digital industry. You can be an editor. You can edit the content and then publish. So that's the second career option that I thought. The third important career option, if you're an introvert, could be in the areas of design. So design is such a vast domain, but then I thought two careers in design could suit an introvert. First, obviously, being a graphic designer. So as a graphic designer, what you do, you design graphics, you design logos, you design posters, advertisements, copyright. So that's what a graphic designer do. Not much interaction with public required. You've got to use your creative and then come up on your own. So that's the first career under design. And then you can also become a web developer, where you create websites, you create SEOs, you create static pages, online, etc. So that's the web developer. So you can be a graphic designer, you can also be a web designer. So that's the third career option. And the fourth career option that I thought was a straightforward scientist and researcher. Now, most of the scientists or researchers that at least I come across are quite introvert. There are a few, there are exceptions everywhere, but then most of them are, introverts in nature. So if you're an introvert, if you have an appetite for academics, science, scientists, and researching, it's an ideal career option for you. Some of the other career options that I thought was, obviously an accountant, you can be on your own, and then librarian is once again career option that requires a lot of focus, a lot of imagination skills and things like that. And then we can also pursue foreign language or any language for that matter, so that you become a translator or you can become a script writer or something like that. So these are some of the careers that I thought when it comes to being an introvert personality. So to conclude, if you ask me, introverts possess remarkable qualities. I should stress that they possess remarkable qualities, if harnessed properly, can make or can pave way for a great career. Now, embracing one's introvert nature is definitely not about limiting your potential. Please understand, it's not limiting your potential, but expanding the potential. So the world needs unique contribution from introverts and extroverts, obviously. So it requires a balance, right? So as you embark your academic journey or a professional learning journey, remember that being an introvert is not a limitation. It is not. It's a remarkable gift, strength, and a pathway for a life that you will live very, very well. So on that note, I would like to conclude. Until next week, we'll come up with an altogether different video. See you all. Have a safe week. Thank you.